Well, it's high noon on July 3rd. I've started the long, slow process of plucking cattail out of the pond here, or the marsh. I guess it's more of a marsh than a pond, especially this time of year. If there is water, which I think there is, it's back there further in the middle. And I'm just trying to get out there, just to create sort of a visual, more open pond-like area. So we'll see, but it's mucky. Growing up in the early 70s, we had a cabin, sort of the western part of the state on Lake Osakis. We had property that had at least 100 yards of thick cattail, but this was on a lake. It wasn't just a marshy, swampy area, it was a lake. So that took a lot of work. I think the local DNR wasn't so happy with us. So I remember people in uniforms coming to the property and arguing with my parents and neighbor cabin owners. But this is on my own property, and cattails really are kind of invasive in a sense. And they have their purposes, but I don't think there's anything wrong with thinning it just a little bit and creating more habitat area for ducks and so forth. So that's the idea, not just to make it pretty so I can look out and say, oh, it's a pond I'm lucky enough to live right next to. This is the time of year where I think the vegetation has kind of reached its peak. From here on out, things just kind of get overgrown and extra weedy. You've heard the saying, of course, that a weed is just a plant growing in a place you don't want it to. But with the help of plant identifying apps, we can find out so much about plants. Some people are good at identifying hundreds of plants. Me, if I can remember 6, that's a really good thing. Approaching the big stump here I've referred to many times. You can see it's got a couple of dead buckthorn that I put some herbicide on. And as I look out over, it's kind of hard to see the stream because there's so much vegetation. I'm having fun having a backyard now that is full of such a variety of vegetation. My instincts always used to be to just cut everything down. I think most of us are like that. We know we want grass and some trees and some shrubs. The woods is where you go hunting or visiting or camping or hiking. It's not like for your own yard, right? Well, I mean, if you're fortunate enough to live near or live on a place that has a lot of vegetation, then it's a lot of fun to watch it grow and identify things, and also identify what are weeds. Weeds, now that I'm going to define for Fudd's backyard, are plants that are potentially invasive and cause more harm than good to the overall ecology of the backyard here. There's so many plants that are doing good things. They're pollinators, help the soil, all kinds of benefits, but some of these weed/plants will take away the opportunity for other good things to grow. So we pick those out. And yeah, I've been selectively hunting with a bottle of red-dyed herbicide and spraying things like these buckthorn here. You can see the ones I've treated here, and it is satisfying to see that it does work. And I use almost full undiluted strength, and it takes care of it within hours to just a couple of days. It's pretty amazing. Oh, and something new's been added here. I know this is going to be exciting for a lot of folks. It's a new shed. All right, I'm just being sarcastic. Who's excited about a shed? My wife, you know, she's a great fan of Fudd's backyard and likes to tell people about it. But some of her friends are like, I'm not going to watch videos about buckthorn. And that's okay. Oh, boy, that's another thing. I'm noticing that swallows are nesting into some tubes on the side of the house there. And also on the front, over the front door. You want to see that? Yeah, I'll show you that. All right, there you go. It's a family of young barn swallows, I believe. And as you can see, there was some plastic spikes to prevent nesting up there, but too late. Unfortunately, they're a little bit messy. A correction, I don't know why I thought that the trees on my property that I thought were wild plums are actually apple trees. I mean, look, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? This is an apple tree. I don't know if I used an ID app or what, or how I got that impression, but I was wrong. Well, I think it's time for me to let out the dogs, so I'm going to do that, and thanks for hanging with me again, and I'll see you on the next one.